Bro, where the fuck is the game? There we go. There we go. There we go. There. See how P's and B's go. We're gonna. I don't know who any of these people are on the enemy team, so good or a bad thing. Looks like B chaos side, which I really are prioritizing order side. Spectating from order side is terrible. Spectating from chaos side is actually terrible. Alright, what are we gonna do for bans? Taking us a long time to determine what we want to ban so far. Me, that shows the other team has a priority. I know Vito plays a lot of Yamoja, so they're probably taking that out. I know their solo laner has problems with Mordred intentionally, so Mordred's probably taken away. I know they've said in the past their solo laner actually just struggles with character, so I guess it's more of a personal ban. Not that Mordred itself isn't strong. Don't know if it's ban worthy. That's just me. But I guess in a personal ban scenario, that's fine. We're gonna take away. So my problem is if they're doing this whole thing, the previous game where Tainsy is prioritizing Jingwei so heavily, they're not gonna ban certain things. Rough, but Baron ban's solid. Aladdin ban makes sense. I mean, Aladdin's still just a problem. Not as good as he was, not as high as a skill ceiling, but still pretty decent ban overall. ESET ban makes sense. ESET's solid support, decent mid laner. Silence is bad, stuns are bad, movement speed and healing for the team is really bad, especially paired with like Stampede or anything like that. You can really send your team gauge almost from across the map. It's an Unbats ban, so they're taking that away from first pick. Should be all the bans. Jingwei first pick. That's fine. Just build Spectral, go Bologna. Maybe I'm missing some information, but Agni, that's good. Safe, solid pick. Ardio is first up. That's really good. That lowers that out. I wonder if they're going to pick up an Odin here. Give some shutdown for Agni and Ardio. Can't really with it. Now, I know it is a little disallayed due to the shell changes. Shell being like the best active in the game now with the 35% damage mid. I'm interested to see what we're going to see coming. I like the RDO, I like the Agni. Both of those can flex. RDO can technically kind of go mid lane, as well as going solo lane jungle with Agni. Sobek's a good. I figured the Odin pickup is going to come up. Odin's a little too strong. Odin's a little too strong in the grand scheme of things, especially with the flexibility that he brings. A hybrid jungler, it allows you to do damage as well as kind of a tank front line. Plus attack speed for Jingwei. Gonna go pretty good in terms of objective burn. I'm interested to see what I say. ADC does not need to be picked up. I mean, I guess it could technically because Jingwei could be flexed jungle. Don't know how prioritized I think for these guys. Them, I would pick up support. Jungler here, get your shutdown, get your counter picks, allow you to Tsukiyomi. Oyi, okay. That Oyi shuts him down. Tsukiyomi is going to give them an option, kind of force them into an Aegis through early game. They can sell that, get beads, kind of rotate that throughout. Ardio will have the shutdown, but I don't know if that's going to be Ardio support solo. Whether that Agni is Probably Hoi ADC, Agni mid. I know both can flex their ever. Nemesis jungler. Not fully against that. I do know they have 3 stuns and a cripple field. I don't really know how I feel. Okay, Thanatos I feel like does way better. Shuts down the Agni from dashing. Hoi has to jump it. RDO can't really escape it. Also just kind of a sitting duck. Now, what are we gonna pick here? 4 lane or support? I assume support is up here. Prioritize something with big area denial. Solo? Wait, Hoi jungle, Tsukiyomi mid, Agni ADC? Okay, they traded Suki to Thor solo. Okay, and Vito's going RDO support. Easy. I think that'll be fine. Unless Vito is fucking running at their Giannis. Giannis is gonna have beat Rome. Sobek's gonna kind of stop him out. I don't know if the ping base differentiates between forcing Sobek's dash to stop in the cripple field. That could be pretty important tech wise if it does in fact work that way. Has a pretty good way of kind of dealing with it. He's through Thanatos, so he gets the stun out. Getting these solo lane rotations out of Thor is going to be pretty important, at least in terms of kind of shutting stuff down, because he's going to be going against. Wait, is that a Odin solo? Yeah, it's an Odin solo. Okay. I'm not again. Okay. I don't think Odin solo really brings the pressure that it's needed, but I guess it is against a Thor, so he's not really going to be doing the whole crazy steps. Alright, let's look what jungler starts with. Build, Storm Warriors Axe, Selflessness. Don't know how well I like Selflessness with the fact that they have very situational CC, I guess. But I guess getting Sobek Plucks and allowing them to have Spell on Pluck is not good. Knock up for decent, but I feel like Selflessness is better for the Sobek team than it is for the RDO, and I feel like I'd rather just have War Flag plus Stampede just to kind of run it down. We are doing the ward drop tech, dropping the ward, getting wards out, then back and getting your Y'all Flare, allowing you to be able to should be able to check their camps by the time you do your jungle rotation. That's fine. Fun stuff here, that's fine. A little late during the wave, I guess, for safety's sake, but super delayed to that buff. Giannis is going to be able to start that red and do it as he's coming through, holding. I think then I got the XP. Sure, Agni gets there exactly on time. You got both creep camps. That is going to be a little bit ahead of you in terms of clear speed. You got it sitting in the flames, so you get the extra damage. Get dash down from Tenny. Being that Giannis is going to have that fast clear speed because of clear time, invade the backhand. That's smart on his side, at least getting smalls, I assume. So that's going to stop your 3. Smart out of the Giannis player. Ducky's game. Okay, we're Giannis port. Not clearing a wave, but he's gonna have pressure throughout because Giannis with the lead is fine. And it is looking to rotate out. He heard you clear your buff. He's going to be first there. Is this communicated? Does your team? If Thanet used his 2, you probably heard him. They actually get the buff, which is have the higher pressure. That's good. Playing hyper aggro here. I guess he gets his wave clear out. Thanatos gets his T2 axe. You're gonna only have your T1 axe. Get your back camp, and he's gonna be able to potentially force you at rocks first. You're gonna need to back and get your items online because you're gonna be just down in power versus a Thanatos when you're already down in farm. You hit 4, but their whole team's gonna have pressure to rotate out. Thor is essentially ceding pressure. Nobody essentially, you guys definitely don't get rocks. You're gonna take a shit ton of. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Counter poke, but you did spend mana. They're gonna still be in a position to go through. Thor might have fastback. Still gonna be too late to get there. I don't know if you got any of that. And bottom, but I think we're fine. We're poking. We're spending a little bit more time poking. My eyes. Probably could have pressured over to be more on duo side. Get a little bit of pressure up through there before the 5-minute timer of Gold Fury. Right side. Your right side camps are gonna are walking to the other way. You're gonna be at the red back camp to do red. Timer. They're just solidly ahead of you by like 15 seconds. And we'll probably be looking for there. He's gonna be at Oracles first because of clear time, in which case you're gonna be. Now you will have a better time fighting Thanatos because you guys are both 5, 6. Be able to pressure out Oracles. Thana will be rotating over towards left side. Looks like your team is full pressuring out versus 20 seconds before Gold Fury spawn, which is not good. He just I feel like we're just pushing out super early compared to when teams are going to be grouping for objectives. Portal down, beads out. He's going to waste his beads, I think. Oh no, he didn't. Okay, he died. You're going to get collapsed on those, silenced out. Good beads to continue to stun out, but you're just, again, full inning after the fact, and they've got 3 people for cooldown rotations. You're just not going to get much. Triple down, he gets that, you die, you're going to be down close to 2 levels here shortly once he does his right side camps. You still haven't done your speed, you're going to be off by about, what is that, 45 seconds roughly? Be a minute now at this point. And you're going to have so much of your camps up. You're out, team is grouping towards rocks. Good poke out to him, but he's just gonna ulti out. Nothing really happens there besides forced ulti. In the way, I don't think Thor has fast travel based off of going to back. Wrong. Rotating out, you still have all of your farm up on right side. They have Oris, so your job is to just get wards around gold so they don't get to just pull it for free. They are invading purple 30 seconds early. I don't really know what they're doing here. I mean, I guess they're getting ward pressure. They put deep wards at purple. I think that's close enough for them to have timer. They ordered gold with Ori's up. Or maybe you guys got Ori's, maybe I'm stupid. Okay, so there's a whole lot of it's 6 minutes into the game. Gonna be looking for early gold fight. You know they're trying to pressure out, and you're doing this right side camps you didn't do for the early game. I think they actually stole purple. No, okay. Your team's geared out, otherwise they'd pick it up. Good on their part, but again, you're backing on the other side of the map through doing it. They're gonna try to do gold for you. Okay, Tenny called you off. That's good. 1600 Scepter of Domination to stall out, and I got it. Smart enough. All about that early gold pressure, so make sure you're prioritizing that when you're farming through. Reds are up, you're backing, gonna get your item online. He's gonna be pretty solidly ahead the rest of the game because of your clear time and him getting 15 seconds ahead almost the entire time. Okay, that interaction does work. Smart. Good to know. I remember I was talking about that at the beginning of the game. Artio poked out. Agni's kind of up. No dash down on Sobek. Big pressure out, but your team is here and grouped with pressure. As long as no one gets poked up by Giannis, you guys should have full pressure through that. Thor's looking to ulti? Okay, we're forcing something we don't need to here. Oh, you're dead as fuck. Yeah, you're gonna get walled off on the side. Yeah, that's not it. You got farm up, you got camps up. Thor ulting there is just forcing objectives while they're in their tower. That's not worth at all. Neutral camps are up, but now they're going to be full group because they're down you. They get to full invade your camps. They get to pick it up. Wind Gust out. Nice hammer out of Sobek, but they're going to clean your full jungle for this. Thana's going to be able to get neutrals, rocks. Giannis is going to be able to get speed and Oracle side, and your ADC gets soloed at the same time on the other side of the map. That's not good. Rising out. You're gonna have, you need to get your speed camp, get stuff. You're gonna start needing to get deep wards because they're gonna start really controlling the map at this point. And they're only 3k up, but it's 9 minutes. They're gonna start pressuring. They have red buffs, so you're losing pressures through that, especially with multi-dot character. Gosh, they're gonna have all of this. I assume they are going to have enough in hand. Dan is gonna have enough in hand for his items. I do need to bring that Tsukiyomi is not a comp god. Tsukiyomi is a ranked god, and Tsukiyomi kind of gets dookied on in comp. Not anything insane. Again, they buy Aegis and your character's null and void pretty much, which both of their carries did, in which case they're going to be able to get beads because you have nothing to really force them down and get. I think they're just going to have Aegis up almost all the time. They are pressuring out. They are 3 here, you're 3 here. You gonna scepter you guys in that wall? You're just so up. Thana's in the air, is gonna be looking for Jingwei. You're gonna land on Jingwei last, he's gonna land on top, and you guys are gonna get comboed out through stun out with Giannis. Rotations first. Agni's doing burst damage, but it's early game Agni. He's not gonna be able to do it. He's gonna Aegis late, and he's gonna die anyways, waste his Aegis out. Pluck saves his life. Hard. Going on inside. Thor is smack battling with him. He's gonna have enough mana to go through, jump out. But they're fully grouped for your stuff with not enough rotations and not enough lead to be able to do it. Giannis went smart, went book build, so he's gonna be able to actually free cast for the rest of the game without going Artio is going Shell second, Spectral first before Jingwei gets her crit online. Almost feel like I would have preferred like a movement option, especially with them having a Giannis. You guys need to be able to dip out, either Scepter or getting Stampede and then going into the crit once Jingwei gets it, because Jingwei only has Dagger of Frenzy. Somehow no stacks on her Rage yet. In which case, or is not Thor's not dying, but Thor's also just losing pressure throughout, so Odin's kind of getting to free roam. Sobek, you guys are full pressured here, which is good, but they will collapse. Sobek still has Scepter, which means he's not out of the fight yet. Honest ulti down. Thanatos ult wasted. That's actually a big... guys, but they just have you guys all locked into a book. Sobek took more damage from Gold Fury than he took out the... Alright, they just full grouped up and running. We are pressuring out Gold. Thor, somebody needs to be invading their side of the camps while they have Gold, because Hou Yi is trying to fight that and he's just gonna do it. Thor did not teleport. He might have actually been able to kill Thor, at least force something out of him. Your speed's out. All their camps are up and trying to contest. Trying to steal gold with a bunch of hot characters. You don't really have big secure going throughout. You need to be worried about like knowing their timers and trying to actually get their invades when you guys are already like behind essentially. I feel like we have a little bit more deep wards. I go fine. It is looking, there's not much on the map. They may group to try to control blue buff and pyro. Good poke out. Game's over. Agni just got fucking hard poked and he just dies. Yana's ulti. From him, Yuli's got the shutdown on Thana, which is pretty good. Thor Aegis is their whole kit. I think Thor's out. Maybe 4. Yeah, I think Thor's out. Oh, never mind. So Sobek is doing the Lord's work with that item. Still think we're doing this whole shell early game thing, which is not working. It's like second item shell. You're getting 10 prots. 30, yeah, 40 prots, and you're getting 7.5 out of 60 prots. So you're not even getting 6 prots total in a benefit from that. I mean, sure, you get your shell. It does eat the damage, but again, it's not going to matter too much if that cooldown's so big that you're going to have to use it very shortly. They're just moving together faster. Does that make sense? Together toward objective. They have their prep stuffed out. They have you guys warded to fucking hell. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. They're just warding you guys out, knowing your rotation patterns, and they know your timers for your camps. Again, they have all of these wards set up. They know exactly where you're at. They're just gonna keep poking you guys out. Agni's effectively becoming super unsafe because he's going to be stuck into this. He has Aegis, so he's not even going to be able to beat Thana ult to kind of keep walking throughout. Pressure out. Your team has nothing. It's essentially over. 20 seconds on mid. They are backing, but it's Jingwei. I assume your team called Jingwei backing, but we do know it's Jingwei passive. They Caesar in the Here, Hou will be able to call that out, in which case you guys might be able to contest something mid, but Giannis is actually just being able to fucking swing. You have nothing to really dive Giannis because you have Aegis and you have an RDO support. You don't really have anything to stop him until RDO gets really online. And even then, by that time, Giannis is so big he's gonna be able to free. Yeah, and they're just comboing. They're just comboing. Yeah, that's just sad. Fell out. That essentially did nothing. I mean, RDO shelled damage after the fact. The big shutdown on the Giannis though. Thanatos kills your Agni. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. He's gonna run through your Thor though. Odin shows up late. Thor's dead. You guys get pressure. They fall rotated. Hou just needs to go back and farm his wave. There's no point in this whole rotation. Like at this point, it's already so late. There's nothing to be done. You get your back camp. Wave. Really getting full stopped on farm. Yeah, I figure they're gonna rotate towards gold. Pressure out. The gold fury, they're gonna get their farm, clear all that out, and by that time your red should probably be up. They're probably gonna group, run, push your red, keep shutting you down. Get ready for Fire Giant here shortly. They have no reason to chase you here. Okay, good. Ganon should be clearing his camps. Everyone who's healthy and back has fast travel, comes back toward mid while Wave's pressuring, starts invading camps. Shortly, I mean, the mid Naga waves will be cleared for the most part probably, but because people are going to be on the soft side of the map dealing with that, they're going to have to go through. Get doped down. Not much to do. Tainty's just getting fucking rolled.
Your right tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have no damage for this. You have Oathsworn, which is probably a good pickup just for that. Oh, walk back into Sukiyo. You're dead to Giannis. Just forcing and staying way too long in these team fights that you guys don't need. You have to play with, like, tower advantage to your friend. I mean, honestly, at this point, you guys are so behind. Any good team's not going to let you. Not gonna let you really get that. Thana's gonna be in the air early looking, probably looking for Hou through the wall. Oh, they almost comboed the piss out of that man. Nice ulti through him. Oh, no through there against Sag. Again, Thor got Aegis, which is really rough against that much, but he does get the shutdown. Dies to that. I'm pretty. Oh no, he doesn't tank her. Prophetic cloak. Getting the shutdown on Giannis is actually really big for him, but everyone else is so low, like 03, 04, 15. Everyone else on their mother is full rotating throughout. Arrows up. You guys have that though, because they're going to be backing. Sobek might be able to scepter though and force a full engagement. Nana's backing, which is fine. Jingwei has fast travel, rotating throughout. Jingwei has passive, Thana has fast travel, so they're going to let you get this and they're going to take a fight. Jingwei kills Thor, they're going to full engage this. Agni dashes away, that means Fire Giant spawns in 26 seconds. He's going to be dead for 30. Ducky will be back up in time. Yep, they're grouping, taking that red buff, taking speed. A nice clear throughout. Did you? Wait, yes, she. Fire Giant spawns shortly. They have all three fires prepping throughout. They're probably going to clear waves to allow pressure out. Maybe get. I assume that wave's probably actually torn. So they're going to get right tower. They are super split. ADC's on the side of the map. They definitely are starting fire. There's just no way they're not. Such a lead. Vito went Genji's. He went Genji's into one magical damage. I mean, I guess two. Sobek, my bad. But they're just gonna full big combo throughout. Ulti is starting to hit. thing, but Giannis is doing so much damage. Takes so long to kill that guy. He bounces a ball for nothing. Nice. That knocks him. He's gonna just jump through. You guys are low, but it was a team fight that unironically did go in your favor. They keep letting that up. You guys might actually have a chance to come back. They're checking for lazy backs. That's fine. You guys are grouped and walking together, which is good. But again, still trying to lazy back. You guys cannot do that. Sobek just gets to walk at you. Look, and the second he stalls one of your backs, everything's gonna be back up for them. Artio, anything? Oh, he has ulti, and he probably has a bomb or two. 2 bombs. Have all 3 of his bombs up shortly. Fire Giant is, you guys are pulling Fire Giant. That is fucking crazy. You guys should not be pulling Fire Giant. I mean, you can make them come, but you guys are still so behind that unless they do a dramatic fuck up, get that. Oh, now, okay, Sobek wasted his dash. He's gonna get poked out pretty heavily. Thor's going in the air, but Jingwei is getting to re-crit. I mean, I don't see what this Thor does for their comp. Does that make sense? Like, Thor to me does not seem like a good pick in general here. I feel like you guys need a more frontline. Bologna stops the blocks for Jingwei, as well as being able to rush in their Spectral. But you also have Artio, which effectively is just a fucking paperweight. They get the fight, they walk it out, yeah, but you guys, I mean, you guys are slowly killing the people. So, I mean, the deficit is not necessarily insanely widening. The problem is that mid laner is 4 levels down, 2 levels down in ADC, 2 levels down in support, only 1 level down in soul. You're 2 levels. They're full buffs, they have fire, they're probably gonna go Gold Fury if they wait a couple seconds for nighttime. Gold Fury should be enhanced, which is fine. In which case they get to go pressure out, and they have wards on gold though. They should try to do T2 towers, sweep, right T2, get something. They wipe you guys, they go Phoenix into end. They don't, they just get T2 right, T2 mid, go to Gold Fury. That way they have pressure for Phoenixes just to align with the Fire Giant. Right now this Gold Fury is only going to affect the T2s, which isn't going to help. Like, they could just brute force this for sure. Again, them getting it stops you guys from getting it, but again, like, if they have ward pressure on it, you guys don't get to get it for free, especially with the Unassault AV go globally across the map. So I do believe it's not necessarily as worth for that. For them, for the enemy team.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Dash down on Jing. Giannis ulti hits Agni though. We're getting hit by reactable abilities. Anyway, just dives through, runs through, and doesn't get there in time. But again, we have so much magical prot against quad or triple fizz that does so much more. I just really don't think the build aspect is good on that. And it's just gonna do whatever he wants. AA's down Thor, he's trying to face tank him. Gonna get knocked up. Giannis is about to hit your Hui. Yeah, it is. We're fucking stunning air. Thana just kills. He fucks up Dagger. That might work in your favor, but I still think it's kind of over. living the best way you can. But I mean, again, they're so huge and so big that you guys didn't even get to 20 by 26 minutes. And that's game one. That is game one. Yeah. That's tough. She just went synerging Waybillis, going into Hydra's physical cooldown to go. Fine, Septic. Going to be able to run it down. Especially with Arya, like you're not aspect. I understand why you went Magi's. Get the defense online. You guys are already so down that it's tough, and you don't even have pen. So maybe get like a 900 gold T1 Ob Shard, or well, Titan's Bane. You know, the 10% pen, and then go into that. But again, so far down the list that again, Tsukiyomi's also just not a comp god in my opinion. He's just not it. Or effectively did nothing in terms of what he brings to the table versus their comp. Anything? Counterplay. Odin got to. It's great. It's bad when Odin gets to full run a game like in his lane and have pressure out. That Thor thing. I don't think it's actually. Pretty sure Ho Yi got soloed by Jingwei a lot early. Not good by any stretch of the stance. And he just didn't have pressure in mid, so hours. So he doesn't really have a lot of power to go through. But the early pen is fine. He's probably going to Ratatouille. Be better.